Hi everybody, welcome back to Synthetic Biology 1. In this series, we present different opinions on the GMO debate. Now, I know you've got your own opinions on this, but let's just leave them aside for now and instead try to focus on questions that will help us understand the different sides of the debate and how they interact. Number 1, where does this opinion come from? Number 2, what is the author's relationship with GMOs? Number 3, what specific regulations or policies do they want? And number 4, how do they hope these regulations will achieve their broader goals? Today's opinion comes from Jason Kelly, co-founder and CEO of Ginkgo Bioworks. Ginkgo is a metabolic engineering company based in Boston, USA. Full disclosure, he's also my friend, but that doesn't mean I'm going to go easy on him or his opinions. I'll be reading highlights from an opinion piece he wrote for the New York Times. And as usual, the full piece is linked on our website. Ready? Begin quotation. Like 88% of my fellow scientists, I believe that genetically engineered foods are safe. But unlike many of my colleagues, I'm among the 89% of Americans who believe that bioengineered ingredients should be identified on food packaging. To me, there's no contradiction in these two beliefs. For years, scientists have celebrated the many benefits of genetic engineering, from increased crop yields to improved nutritional content. They have also been embracing transparency in the form of open access to research findings and calls for increased public engagement. It doesn't make sense to advocate a better understanding of biotechnology in one breath and in the other tell consumers that they don't need to know when that technology is used to make their food. Foods with bioengineered ingredients are safe, but shrouding them in secrecy breeds doubt and fear. Clear, informative labeling is a first step towards transparency that can build trust and educate consumers, but trust has to go both ways. Biotechnology companies and food producers must trust consumers to educate themselves and make informed decisions. Some major food companies, most notably Campbell Soups, have recently announced that they will start putting GMO labeling on their products. This is a good first step, but more companies need to follow. The same goes for a new labeling law in Vermont, which is likely to set a de facto national standard that requires that foods containing bioengineered ingredients be labeled with the words, "produced with genetic engineering." This is not nearly enough information for consumers to make informed choices. Which ingredients are made using genetic engineering? And, more important, why? It's not enough simply to know that something is engineered. Is the technology enabling the use of a particular herbicide, decreasing the need for sprayed pesticide, or protecting the fruit from a virus? Consumers might feel differently about rice engineered to combat nutritional deficiencies as opposed to a non-browning apple, potato, or mushroom that could, theoretically, reduce food waste. The exemptions in the Vermont law also mean that labels appearing this summer will leave a significant percentage of foods containing bioengineered ingredients unlabeled. Food sold in restaurants, accounting for nearly a third of all American calories, will be exempt, as will alcoholic beverages. The law also makes exceptions for bioengineered ingredients that are present at less than 0.9% of the final weight of the product. These may include processing aids like genetically engineered yeast or enzymes used in baking or brewing. These may not add much weight to a product, but they're important details. Digital disclosure programs like Smart Label, which would have been part of a national labeling proposal by Senator Pat Roberts of Kansas, would allow consumers to get information by scanning a code on a product package. Such programs are effective, however, only when they're mandatory, national, and used in concert with printed labels. As Congress debates nationwide labeling requirements, its members should remember that the American people need federal mandatory labeling guidelines for all bioengineered ingredients. Clear, consistent, and truly informative labels will mean that consumers have not just the right to know about their food, but the ability to think about how it's made. All right, end quotation. And until next time, remember, you should not hate me if you disagree with this opinion, and better yet, don't hate anybody.